Hey y'all, just made a candle wax reuser. So many times we use our candles and we have all this extra wax everywhere laying off the side. So here's what I came up with. Friend of mine, came up with this. He came up with this little aluminum can. He was throwing it away, so I had to keep it. You put extra wax, whatever doesn't go on your candle, you put it in there. You can use a little tea candle, heat it up, and I made this thing. Made this little guy. Yeah, some old bullets I had laying around. Little copper, little brass. Made a ring out of some copper. So you take this thing, here, and you put the wax in it. Alright, very simple. You put your little tea candle under there. Put your little tea candle under there, and it melts the wax. A little different than a candle. It'll melt it. And you get the fragrance, you get the enjoyment of the candles after the original wick has burned out. You just put those portions of wax right into this little cup. You just do it like that. Just let them go. Use copper and brass, little brass plates, copper tubing, an aluminum cup to make it. That way you can keep your wax. You keep your wax and you melt it in here. There's no waste. I know in the video, obviously you can't smell, but on this wax here that I'm melting is very cinnamon smelling. So you can keep the smell, you can keep your odor, keep enjoying the wax without it burning away. You just use these little tea candles to heat up the bottom of the little pan here. You get your wax in. It works great. It works great. There it is. Just copper and brass. Copper and brass with a little aluminum cup. Aluminum cup holds the wax. As the candle heats it up, the wax will melt, and the wax will make its odor. As this one is, it smells like cinnamon. Smells like warm cinnamon flavor. As the metal gets hot, it smells more, but it doesn't burn it off. So you can continue to enjoy the smell, enjoy the effects of the wax. That's all wax there. I'll show you what I did. So I got this cup, this thick aluminum cup from a friend, holds the wax, and I made this ring out of copper. Made this ring out of copper and brass. You can see the different colors. That's brass down there. So that's copper. The bottom's brass, made out of a circle. I use some old bullet shells. Some old 40 cal bullet shells. As the feet. So that's the feet. This is a chunk of brass right here. Nice thick chunk of brass. Here's the wax. Fits right in there nicely. Fits right in there real nice. Put the lid on if you want to put the lid on. Just use a little tea candle like this. Use these little tea candles. Go right in there like that. The tea candle will help melt this wax. Give you the nice odor without burning up all the wax. You're going to use it a long time. Yeah, once you light the tea candle, you just put it under here. Just put that little candle under there. It'll melt the wax. Make it smell real nice. Smells real good in here right now, like cinnamon. Made that. Had a copper and brass. Made it out of old stuff I got sitting around. Just old stuff. Reuse some wax. No reason to waste the wax. Yeah, very simple. Very simple. As you can see, it's starting to melt right there in the middle. And pretty soon all this will be melted up. Smelling good. It smells, you can smell right now, if you were here, it smells like cinnamon. It smells great. There you go. My little wax repurposer. Reusing the wax. No reason to throw the wax away. Using brass and copper. Made this little stand. A friend of mine gave me this cup. This cup here. This separate cup. A friend of mine gave me that. I thought it would be perfect. Perfect. Put some wax in. Get it all tuned up. There you go. Bigger hole. Wax is starting to melt. Starting to smell. Starting to smell good. Smells like cinnamon. You can use this little small candle and help smell up, help weld. Can help melt this bigger candle so you have a good odor.